All right, like I say, Ka Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Harakakwadash, my mom. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, and my elder as well. And salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. I'm Chanak Sa'an Ban Yashra'ala from the Lions in the Yashra'ala camp. And I just want to come with a quick video, a quick lesson. Topic is when Yahweh Shai shows up, shall he find faith on the earth? And the answer to that question is yes. He will find faith in the elect, the one that were chosen to be to have hope or faith in this time. Um, Lord willing, it's edifying and serves its purpose for the hopeful elect, the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem Yahweh and have faith in His coming and in His glory. All right. This is Luke chapter 18, verse 8. It says, "I tell you that He will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless," let me start at verse 6. "And the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge said. And shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?" And the answer to that question is yes, he will find faith on the earth, on the ones that were put in the furnace of affliction and called upon his name for deliverance out of that furnace. And he came to deliver them, and he's coming to deliver them, all right, from the furnace of adversity and the waters of affliction. All right, the ones that chose to bear their cross and have faith in the honor and the glory of his name, of the Father, Yahweh, and the name of the dear Son, Yahweh Shai. All right, so he will find faith on the earth, like the scripture in Esdras that says, in all the clay of the earth is little speckles of gold," roughly paraphrasing. Those little speckles of gold are the ones that were chosen to have faith in Yahweh by Shem Shai to the end. All right, and I'm not gonna make this too long. From there, I want to just go into Hebrews chapter 11, understanding what faith is, hope. Um, you know, Hebrews 11:1. It says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." All right, and we hope and we anticipate and we wait on the glory of Yahweh by Shem Shai to show up and deliver us out of this hell that we're in, and deliver us into the kingdom of righteousness, so we can be at peace, forever, and reign forever with Yahweh by Shem Shai. All right, and the evidence of that is us. As the prophecies and us standing up like a great exceeding army, like it was prophesied for us to do, all right, and coming back into the remembrance of who we are and having faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And that's the evidence of the invisible power that hasn't been seen by the physical. I mean, Yahweh Shai was seen 2,000 years ago, but it wasn't in his glorified body. It wasn't in his glory. And now they will see him in his glory. All right, we're the evidence, the ones that truly believe in his name and believing that he exists, which his name is, he is. And Yahweh Shai's name is he delivers. And that's just it. We're the evidence of his existence right now until he shows up. "For by it the elders obtain a good report." All right, and we obtain a good report by faith, as well our forefathers did, like Noah, building the ark after being told by Yahweh by Shem Shai, and it hadn't even rained on the earth. Abraham, by going into another land and went into sacrifice his only son Isaac. Um, uh, who else? There's so many more. Jeremiah going into Babylon, believing in what the Yahweh Shem Yahushai saying, telling all the children of Israel to go into Babylon, not to resist. Was it Nebuchadnezzar or Nebuchadnezzar? All right, and you know, so that we that's the rapport of the elders, our forefathers, they got a good rapport because of their faith in Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Verse 3, it says, through faith we understand that the words were framed by the word of Yahweh, the world, Slakia. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. All right. So through the power of his voice, that was creation. Creation could not have started unless he spoke of it. All right. Verse 4, it says, by faith Abel offered unto Yahweh a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, Yahweh testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. Right. Through his faith, Abel was made an honorable man, written down in the scriptures as a memorial or an example of true faith, giving an excellent sacrifice to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. And we give excellent sacrifices today by presenting our bodies as living sacrifices. Okay? All right. Verse 5, it says, by faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because Yahweh had translated him. For before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleased Yahweh. Right. And what did Paul say? I shall tell you a secret, we shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Right. Normally, for you to change from one body to the next, for the spirit to change one body to the next, you have to go through the process of the body dying and the body perishing, the spirit leaving and taking that journey to the spirit realm, right? And then waiting on Yahweh by Shem Yahushai to send it back into another body, all right? But Paul said, I tell you a secret, we shall not all sleep, meaning some of us are going to get that transformation by going to sleep and being sucked up in them chariots and get their bodies then. But some of us are going to be changed in the midst of us being delivered into the chariots. And we'll be changed at a twinkling of an eye. Okay? So some of us are going to get the transformation like with a jolt, like a zap. All right? This is Hebrews 11:6. It says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. So we have to have faith in all these things that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has spoken of that's going to happen. And you're seeing it happen. He promised destruction, and you're seeing destruction happen right before your eyes. And then therefore, he also promised salvation. All right? He's the author of a perfect balance. He will not bring destruction without bringing some sort of salvation or preservation, you know? He's not going to kill off everything. He's going to save some to replenish. That's a just power. All right, verse 7, it says, verse 6, it says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him, right? You cannot please Yahweh by Shem Yahushai if you don't believe. You must first believe that he is. All right? For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. And how do you do that? By reading his word. His word explains everything that he is, explains that he's Yahweh, and explains who Yahweh Shai is. He's telling the story of how he gave a kingdom unto his son. All right? And that's what it's all about. We just play the role and we're actors. This is all for Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai, is sharing it with us, his friends. That's a beautiful thing, man, to be a friend of Yahweh Shai, but you can't do that without faith. Verse 7, it says, by faith, Noah being warned of Yahweh of things not seen as yet. Right, they hadn't seen rain before. Moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. Right, so if you think you're going to make it according to the law, or you think you're going to make it according to how much you know, that's not the case. Because there's brothers that know less, that know less and that know less and have more faith than people that know a lot and have a little faith. All right, but that's why Paul said, you know, knowledge puffeth up, but charity edify. All right, being charitable is a display of how much faith that you have. If you're willing to work with brothers and try to build everybody up, trying to help the elect get sealed, trying to usher in the kingdom, and being brotherly to other brothers, man, that shows the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's the spirit of hope, spirit of the testimony of prophecy, and the spirit of prophecy gives us the spirit of hope. Because we see we say these things that they happen before. We say them before they happen, and when they come to pass after they already been spoken of, first by Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, and then unto the prophets, that increases our faith, which we had from the beginning, because our faith was instilled in us before we were instilled into this world. All right, so our faith was chosen. The amount of faith that we were going to have is chosen from the beginning. All right, and it's up to you to be out here and display that faith. All right, show that faith that you have that was given to you as a token or as a gift from Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. All right, verse 9 it says, by faith he sojourned in the land, or verse 8 it said, by faith Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out, not knowing whither he went. All right, it was faith that took Abraham to the land. By faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. So we are the children of the promise. Lord willing, I'm part of that number. The first fruits, the elect of the children of Israel. Verse 10, it says, for he looked for a city which had foundations, whose builder and maker is Yahweh. Through faith also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed, and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who had promised. Right. If Yahweh by Shem Yahushai say they're going to do something, they're going to do it. Don't pray as if the time is going to come. Pray that you're a part of that, because you know what's going to happen, because he spoke of it. It says, therefore sprang there even of one, and him as good as dead, so many of the stars of the sky and multitude. Wait, slacking. Yes, slacking. Verse 12. Therefore sprang there even of one, and him as good as dead, so many as the stars of the sky and multitude, and as the sand which is by the seashore innumerable. So that was the promise that was given to Abraham, that his seed is going to be as the sand of the sea, an innumerable multitude. But there was, Esau also comes from Abraham. Um, yeah, and Isaac. But there's other nations, but you got Edom, and you got, what I'm saying, and you got Jacob. Jacob and Esau, but Jacob was the children of the promise, and those was the ones that he was talking about being in a number of multitude. All right. These all died in faith, not having received the promise, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. Right, and we still these strangers and pilgrims on the earth to this day, living out our pilgrimage on the way to the kingdom. All right. Verse 14, it says, for they say such things declare painfully that ye seek a country. And truly, if they had been mindful of the country from whence they came out, they might have had opportunity to have returned. But now they desire a better country, that is in heavenly, that is in heavenly. Wherefore Yahweh is not ashamed to be called their power, for he hath prepared for them a city, and that city is the kingdom, New Jerusalem. All right, and that's what's being prepared for us, by Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, by faith, verse 17 says, by faith, Abraham, when he was tired, offered up Isaac, and it was like Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son. Right. And Isaac represents Yahweh Shai, if you can understand that. Isaac was Yahweh Shai. Right, so but all that was done by faith. Abraham willing to sacrifice his only begotten son, the son of the promise, because he had faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, verse 18, it says, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called, accounting that Yahweh was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence also he received him in a figure. By faith, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. Right. Right? And that's how it's going to happen. It was told to Rebekah what was going to happen. All right? And Jacob was given the blessing of life, and Esau was given the blessing of death and destruction. From the beginning, that's why Cain killed Abel. All right? Because he was a vagabond and a wicked seed from the beginning. Okay? Verse 21. By faith, Jacob, when he was a dying, blessed both the sons of Joseph and worshiped, leaning upon the top of his staff. By faith, Joseph, when he died, made mention of the departing of the children of Israel and gave commandment concerning his bones. By faith, Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents because they saw he was a proper child, and they were not afraid of the king's commandments. All right, and you can go on and go forth. This whole chapter just breaks down like basically what faith is, you know, and that's what we're gonna have in order to make it through these times is faith, and we're gonna have to rely upon that faith. But faith may have to take your mind off the hunger pains sometimes until Yahweh Shem Yahushai shows up. I mean, who knows how it's gonna go down, how pleasant, it's not gonna be a cake or walk in the park, but the only thing that's going to keep us stable at that time is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And with that being said, I'd like to say, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harikah Kodash Ma'abath. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the icon that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom.